welcome to Geeks at the channel for geeks and other people who also like stuff. My name is Ines, and I feel like since this is the first video, there should be some kind of cool intro. So I know it's been out for a while, but I just wanted to make sure I'd seen it a few times so I could construct an educated opinion. We're going to talk about Suicide Squad. Walking out of Suicide Squad, we all went through a few stages. 1. Confusion. 2. Anger. Where is all the stuff from the trailers? 3. Denial. But this wasn't actually the very funny, guys. No, it's a real movie. It left a lot of people with high expectations kind of disappointed. So let's just quickly go over what really happened. The director, David Ayer, was only given 6 weeks to write the script. So this is probably what it looked like. So the studio was like, yep, that's fine. I mean, that'll do. We've already made these huge deals with branding partners. We don't really know much about movies, but we've already spent all this money. So let's just get Will Smith on set and see what happens. So Comic-Con happened and a first trailer came out. Slash was forcefully released because it was leaked. And it looked amazing. Meanwhile, Dawn of Justice came out, also known as Batman vs. Superman. And let's be honest, this movie got annihilated. I mean, everyone jumped on the hate train. The hate train was so full, there was no room on the hate train. There was people on the roof of the hate train. The hate train was barely even moving because there were so many people on the hate train. There were people falling off the hate train. That's how full the hate train was, just jam-packed. So Warner Brothers panicked and they were like, nuh-uh, we're not making another super dark, broody DC comic movie. Why? Who told you that? And they got another trailer made. This trailer was very different from the first one, and everyone who watched the first one and enjoyed it sort of watched the second one and went, okay, it's a little different, but it's still the same movie. It's still good. It's still good. And whether it was because of Bohemian Rhapsody or because of the funny, quirky comments Harley Quinn dropped,
we're bad guys. It's what we do.
People seemed to enjoy the second trailer a lot more. So the studio was like, hey, look, people are laughing. Let's make it funnier. So people will laugh more and they will give us their money. And we all know what happens when the studio gets involved. So for the sake of structure, let's just go over a few things Suicide Squad got wrong. My first point is a section I like to call, where's all the stuff from the trailers? What actually made the movie? Cut. Cut. Oh, those both got cut. Oh yeah, that definitely got cut. Cut. And cut. Due to the success of the second trailer, they did reshoots for humor, like they did with this scene.
Beer.
Whiskey.
What am I, 12?
How about you, hot stuff?
Water.
That's a good idea, honey.
Oh wait, that got cut. 2. None of it makes sense! Okay, so let's just go over the basics of the plan again. Amanda Waller?
I want to assemble a task force of the most dangerous people on the planet.
They're bad guys.
Worst of the worst.
So the plan is to take a bunch of bad guys, make them fight a bunch of other bad guys, so that way when things go wrong, you can blame the bad guys.
Worst of the worst.
Cool, so who are they fighting exactly?
Meet the Enchantress.
So she was supposed to be part of the squad, but she escaped, because she's a bad guy.
Worst of the worst.
So the reason why all these guys are being brought together is because they're all metahumans. Are they though? Let's just be realistic here. The only metahumans we got is the crocodile dude and the guy who shoots fire from his hands. One of them shoots well, one of them's crazy, one of them's got a boomerang. So isn't there anyone else that could make up the same squad except they would, not be bad guys and they'd have actual superpowers and they do things because of the kindness in their heart? No? Anyone? 3. The Joker. I don't understand why the Joker was in it. I feel like the movie would have still been Suicide Squad if the Joker hadn't been in it. I don't get it. Why was he in it? Why? The relationship between the Joker and Harley Quinn was completely misrepresented in this movie. The whole point of their relationship in the animated series and the comic books is that Harley would do anything for the Joker and the Joker will do nothing for her. Their relationship is psychologically and even physically really, really abusive. And yet the only scenes that he has in the movie is when he comes to save Harley Quinn. Mind you, this is supposed to be the biggest villain in Gotham. And what about this?
I'm just gonna hurt you. Really, really bad.
But why though? She already loves you. I'm gonna say something controversial here and stick up for Jared Leto. I don't think this was entirely his fault. Sure, his adaptation of the Joker was a little bit cringeworthy. What was pitched to him was very different than what actually came out.
Were there any that didn't get cut from the movie?
Got cut from the movie.
No, I'm asking you, were there any that didn't get cut from the movie?
Let's just put all of our judgment to one side for a second, forget 30 Seconds to Mars ever existed, and look at all the amazing films that Jared's been in. He was good in Mr. Nobody. I didn't understand what the movie was about, but he was good in it. I mean, he won an Oscar for Dallas Buyers Club, so he can't be a bad actor. Why would the Academy give a bad actor an award? The whole point is that this whole Joker fiasco is not necessarily to blame on old Jared. He did what he could to be a good Joker. He sent rats and bullets and condoms everywhere, but Will Smith just got all his screen time. Too many characters, not enough time. Who do you remember aside from Deadshot and Harley Quinn? There's the Australian dude, there's the crocodile, there's the guy who shoots fire from his hands, and then there's a guy who dies instantly. I said spoiler alert. It was like someone went, well, we gotta kill one of them, but they'd already paid all the other actors. So they were like, hey guys, it's a Slipknot. He's part of the squad now. Don't get too attached though. Also, what was Katana's role? So here you have this super cool Japanese chick with a soul-catching samurai sword who's like this awesome martial arts hero. And every time she's about to do something super awesome, it cuts to Will Smith shooting stuff. Okay, that was pretty cool. 5. Cameos. Having Batman and the Flash in there was pretty cool in the moment, but in hindsight, it was so unnecessary. If you're gonna put the Batman in your movie, at least give him the time he deserves. Batman is like butter. Either you use him for everything, or you don't use him at all. Plus, we were already left with so many character questions. How did the crocodile guy become a crocodile? Is that something that just happens in Gotham? Why is a guy from Australia who throws around a boomerang one of the most wanted people on the planet? Who sat around this table and went, you know what this movie really, really needs? More characters. 6. The soundtrack. The soundtrack was so rad, but it didn't tie in with the movie at all. It's almost like they watched the whole final cut and then went, yes, so this movie's pretty crap, but hey, I'll tell you what if we throw in a bunch of cool songs and then no one will notice? They threw in a bunch of cool songs to mimic something that Guardians of the Galaxy did. But when Guardians of the Galaxy did it, it worked because it was that kind of movie. It had all the Marvel classics. It had a Stan Lee cameo, it had a sassy sidekick, and to be honest, they had a Groot. Did you have a Groot, Suicide Squad? No. No, you didn't. So what could have made this movie better? Maybe if they fleshed out the characters a bit more. Maybe if they actually used some of the footage they shot of the Joker. Maybe if any of the 1 billion jump cuts they have was actually a scene that told a story. And maybe if they had a better villain than the Enchantress. Let's just pray this never happens again.
I'm putting together a team. People with special abilities.
Oh, for f***'s sake. This may or may not be out of focus. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe for more awesome geek stuff. And don't forget, we are all Groot. Bye.